Well, since last time that we talked, the whole NRA interview came out. You and I are both gun owners.
Absolutely.
We're both pro-gun.
Yep.
In fact, after the NRA interview, I went and got Colion Noir on VladTV.
I'm glad you did. I like Colion.
Yeah, I got his contact through you. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the video of us at the gun range.
I did.
Shooting off automatics. First time shooting a full auto right here. Woo! That was fun. Mm-hmm. That was fun. But I felt like you got kind of crucified just because of the timing, especially of the way that interview got released. It was right on the same day as that march, the anti-gun march.
Yeah, which I didn't have any control over. Yeah. Such is life. I mean, I don't call it crucified because I'm not dying for y'all niggas' sins. Y'all don't want to own guns? Fine, nigga, cool. I got plenty of them. You know what I'm saying? I got them. My wife got them. My kids shoot them. That's the hill I'm choosing to die on. You don't want them? Fine, by me. No problem, right? What I did was get tied to the whipping post. In the South, we got something called a whipping post in the days of slavery. The most rebellious or outspoken slave would get tied to the whipping post. And you get to, you get the tar beat at you. And afterwards, you have to go heal up for 2-3 days. But basically, everyone got to watch you be whipped. So they can say, I just don't want that to happen to me. And that's what happened. What you saw was a black man speak to another black man about the issues of the black community and what the gun has meant to us in matters of our freedom. We did it on a platform that people didn't like, and then a bunch of black folk who work for the people we didn't like came out and says, "Oh, boss, this show you just gonna be in troubles," and we chose to say, "All right, my nigga, you know what I mean? As long as I got my gun, I don't give a fuck about what you care about me or your opinion of me is. I'm not gonna get caught without a gun. Shit, the last days befall us tomorrow."
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I interviewed Colion Noir, and I wasn't really familiar with him very much, until the interview.
Needs to be said, he's a lawyer. Yeah. A lot of people think he's just a black guy who wears a cool cap and shoots guns.
So he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer, which means he's had to study the United States Constitution. Right. Which is why I probably take his advice a lot more than those show wheels up boss that people that came out to talk back.
Well, I remember, when we were doing the interview, he said, he's like...
And a lot of people kind of accuse you of being kind of a token black member.
Token, coon, you name it. Yeah.
Oh, you heard, so people called you that as well.
I deal with it on a daily basis.
And then I put out the interview, and then there were all the comments. He was absolutely right. It was just flooded with black people criticizing him. Why do you think that is?
I mean, we just talked about why it is. Black people are married to a political party that does not have their interests.
We talked about that.
Black people.
Democrats.
And I'm not just saying it's just Democrats. I mean, you're in a country in which you're only 55 years free. We're 55 years free, black people. You ain't got to do the math.
Well, you're talking about after Jim Crow and so forth?
Yeah.
55 the Emancipation Proclamation happened.
Yeah, that didn't free us. The Emancipation Proclamation happened in 1865. Yeah. We were free for all of 7 years until Reconstruction ended, and then you saw the rolling in of Jim Crow. Yeah. And then with the rolling in of Jim Crow, so you say from 1865 to about 1872, black people enjoyed the ability to be a part of politics, enjoyed business and commerce. My wife is from South Carolina. I mean, from Savannah, Georgia. Her family's from Hilton Head, South Carolina. Those islands were owned by black people. And slowly development and law has taken from the Geechee and Gullah people. So yeah, we were free 7 years after slavery. Then you had 70 years of Jim Crowism, essentially, 60, 70 years. And now we've been free a total of 55 years. Show me any other ethnic group in the world that is 55 years into freedom that would be willing to give up the legal right to own a weapon. And I'll show you an ethnic group that will soon be enslaved or genocide will be inflicted upon them. That's it. And if you tell me slavery doesn't exist in the United States anymore, I'm going to show you the 13th Amendment and call you dishonest. Because it does. Slavery doesn't exist except for prison. The highest people who are locked up in prison, black men. Slavery has never ended. You're still being enslaved. You're telling me a tyrant who's Hitler-like is president, and you're asking me to give my guns up to said government of Hitler. Shit me. Nigga, please. Fuck you and your boss. I ain't doing that.
Hey, man, I agree, man. I have guns, and I'll continue to have guns.
And you're Russian.
Yeah.
You are someone...
I'm an immigrant.
You and I have went back and forth many a times about my support of some socialist thinking. We went back and forth because I remember having to tell you, Vlad, you know, capitalism ain't been that great, you know, for my people.
I told you, communism's even worse.
Yeah, absolutely, right? But we both, and Karl Marx said, you know, the proletariat should never give up their guns. Ironically enough, the founders of this nation, of this republic, who were pro-democracy, said you shouldn't give up your guns. So if there's anything that a Marxist, right, and any type of free republic supporter should agree on, is that you should never give up your fucking guns. That's it. The only thing that stops the mass slaughter of human beings by government agenda is the fact that the proletariat is armed. And if you're foolish enough to think anything differently, then you can turn your shit in to boss, and you can hope boss is going to take care of you. I would choose to go it my way alone. You know, that's simple.